centre centre, Chev Walker alongside Keith Senior. Right.
Keith Senior's on the top of his game at the moment, even though it is early season. He's their main strike player among a lot of people that've got a lot of talent, so Leeds will be looking to release him on some barnstorming runs down the left-hand side, and that's a really interesting matchup against Richie Barnett, who came from London, and he's a world-class player in his own right. So I'm sure both camps have spoken about that, and we'll see some fireworks in amongst in the first 15-20 minutes.
Going for size not only in the starting lineup but on the bench as well, but Wayne McDonald, the huge Wayne McDonald in that starting lineup.
Yeah, Wayne McDonald's probably had a few McDonald's. He's a big boy. He's playing very, very well. You know, the game I saw against London last week, he's taking the game to the opposition. He's very strong and he's deceptively quick when he gets through a hole. So, again, Hull will be thinking about how to stop him. But on the same token, on the other side of the fence, Hull will be saying, well, let's give it to these boys here.
Well, the team skipper, Andy, by Kevin Sinfield, a Super League skipper at just 22 years old. What sort of admiration do you have for this fella's potential?
Kevin's one of those players who's got absolutely everything in the game. He's got the skills with the ball in his hand. He's got the strength. He's got a very good kicking game, and I just think you'll see the best out of Kevin this year with him being made captain. He's already made a fantastic start to the captaincy role here at Leeds, and I think you'll see him grow bigger and bigger throughout the season. And you know, if anything, he'll settle his game down a bit with the responsibility that he's got. And as I say, you'll expect big things from Kevin this year.
Yeah, had a big match in the last round against London Broncos here, man of the match on that occasion. Let's turn our attention now to Hull, and they're an equally strange side to read, a record-breaking victory against Sheffield, and then that home defeat by London Broncos.
And they'll be smarting really badly from that home defeat. The first one back at their new stadium, littered with talent. The team, you know, look at their centres, Barnett and Coylove, two Kiwis, Colin Best, who they brought over from Australia. The halves, Richard Horne and Tony Smith. Whilst Horne is a young bloke, Tony Smith's the older bloke, and he's very, very vociferous and enthusiastic, and will get them around the field. And they don't lack talent in their pack. Who would discount from Jason Smith playing? Richard Horne himself, what a super talent, can step off both feet. He's a fantastic support player and can win any game himself. He's athletic, he's looking fit at the moment. As I say, Hull will be smarting from last week's loss to London at home, so they'll be looking for a big response today, and we'll see this guy stepping up to the plate. I'm sure he will. He's got great skills, great catch and great speed when he's in the open, and he backs that up with a great sidestep, so he's going to be very dangerous. He's going to lead out and be very careful what they do with him.
Another demonstration of the exciting young talent that's surrounding British Rugby League.
There's a lot of exciting young talent around, and it's players like Richard Horne that can stand up today and be counted, because the Challenge Cup quarter-final of this magnitude out there today needs a special player to break the deadlock, and Richard Horne is definitely that type of player.
Yeah, well, you've experienced it here, and you've experienced that kind of tension down in the Hull dressing room here at Headingley. How intimidating a place is this to come to?
The south stand here is normally very vocal, and as I say, Leeds with a home advantage. I think the teams are very evenly matched, but with the home advantage you would expect Leeds to come out and be fired up. But my old friend there, David Ferner, would be expecting a big game. You know, the thing that maybe Leeds have got more than anything this year is the experience with David Ferner and Gary Connolly that they brought into the side, and hopefully that may be the difference for Leeds today.
Okay, the reception is ready for the whole team coming out first, and it's the kind of Headingley reception you would expect here. Jonathan Davis was talking a little bit about the fairly deep-seated rivalry that lies between these two sides. How do you read it, Brian?
I think he described it as a local derby. Well, I wouldn't want him to go to the chip shop for me. It's about 50 miles away, I think, Hull. But if you look at the sea and bank of black and white there, the emotion and the passion of this competition has really come to this ground today. And as I say, they're smarting from their last defeat. And who's going to sort this one out? Leeds and Hull. I'm the worst tipster in the world, followed by this guy next to me. And there's a lot of emotion and passion there. I think we'll need probably Hercule Poirot and Agatha Christie for a tip. Because both changing rooms look very relaxed, don't they? Which is a good sign if you're a player. Relaxed and focused. It's great occasion, sunny day. Let's hope the football matches, you know, the atmosphere.
Absolutely magnificent. You feel that home advantage might decide it?
I do, yeah, definitely. I think everybody expects Leeds to do well. Obviously, the whole fans expect Hull to do well, but with a game of this size and with 2 trophies to go for now in rugby league, this is the first one, and there's a lot of desperation, and hopefully, you know, we'll see a lot of desperation out there for a magnificent game this afternoon.
Well, no shortage of atmosphere. The shirts are off, the temperatures are rising. And when the smoke clears, those players will discover it's absolutely ideal in terms of weather and playing conditions here at Headingley this afternoon. So settle back for what promises to be a classic quarter-final of the Power Gen Challenge Cup. Leeds Rhinos against Hull, and our commentary team is Jonathan Davis and Dave Woods.
So out of the sanctuary of the dressing room, they enter the Storm. This is such a pivotal game for both these side seasons. Two clubs of immense potential who have not quite achieved the level of success that their huge following would demand in recent years. Leeds have been involved in 10 of the last 11 semi-finals, and yet in that time have gone on only once to win the competition. And you have to go back to 1985 to find when Hull last competed in the final. There's our referee this afternoon. It is just this afternoon. Ian Smith of Oldham taking charge, very experienced referee as well. And we're about to get things underway. Kevin Sinfield, who had a slight doubt during the week with a dead leg, has been cleared fit to play, which will be a big, big relief for his Leeds side. And away we go. It's the kind of day that makes you glad to be alive, but which side will have the sunnier disposition in a couple of hours from now? Jonathan Davis, how do you see this going?
I think it's too close to call. I know Andy Farrell in the studio's got a fiver on Leeds anyway, so that's why he's tipped them. I'm not really sure. It all depends on the first 20 minutes. Hull have gone for the big pack of forwards. It's going to be brutal. There's no really advantage on the conditions. It's just a magnificent day for rugby league.
They have gone big in the forwards as well of Hull. In their second row, Scott Logan and Richard Fletcher, two of the bigger guys, looking to dominate in the opening stages of this game in the pack, just as Leeds will be doing as well. Hull in the All Black strip with Jason Smith. Early search for a 40-20 kick downfield. Finds only Gary Connolly, but a little awkward bounce for him. And a good chase by the Hull defence as well, ensuring that Connolly makes no more than a couple of yards. Found only Connolly's boot. Diskin's a dummy half, picks it up from Bailey. Here's MacDonald, who's been in fine form for Leeds so far this season. Really has been a revelation of prop forward. Diskin from dummy half again. Now Senior. Meeting up with Toa Love and Richard Horn. Diskin. Duneman, off-season signing from Halifax, a wily campaigner. Clever footballer, his kick downfield picked up by another veteran and experienced player, Steve Prescott.
Yeah, as Brian Noble said, Keith Senior is the strike player for Leeds. They didn't get the ball to him, I think, as much as they could have against the London Broncos, but he is such a tremendous broken field runner, one-on-one, difficult to bring down.
Here's Smith, Jason Smith that is, the Australian, the talisman at the back of the Hull pack. Best rating. Here's Tony Smith, little inside ball again. It's been dropped by King, not collected by Adamson. The first knock on was Hull's, and the head and feet at the scrum will go Leeds as well. But it's been a fiery opening, Jonathan.
Yeah, as expected, of course. Jason Smith is crucial. Lovely inside ball. King just took his eyes off it. Saw the three Leeds players waiting for him.
Whoever wins this game today really will fancy their chances of going all the way to Cardiff and competing in the first ever final at the Millennium Stadium. Here's Connolly, who's been involved in so many finals elsewhere. He's a St Helens and Wigan player in the past. Duneman from dummy half. Little step inside by Furman and a twist in the tackle, but he can't offload. Duneman down the blind side to Connolly. Well wrapped up by the Hull defence again. Duneman at dummy half. Bailey. He's a youngster who's come through the ranks here at Leeds. Ryan Bailey, big things expected of him in years to come as well, as Sinfield gets it away to Adamson, the Australian, who looks scruffily for the ball away again, but it's Crowther who drops on it for Hull.
Yeah, and try to look for the offload.
Nice little turn as well by Scott Logan. He's one of those big fellas in the second round. He's been held down too long by Wayne MacDonald, and a penalty goes Hull's way.
There you go.
Your ball, Jonathan. That was not far away.
Nearly got you in there.
Not far away at all, that. Full marks for accuracy for Tony Smith. Last from dummy half, Jason Smith. Here's Logan, tries to bully his way through. Adamson and Sinfield in attendance in defence. Tony Smith. Greenhill. Here's Last. Richard Hall. Bit of width developing here for Hall. Cowie Love on the outside of Burrow. Still going. Flicks it up for Best, who tries to cut back inside, but they are there in numbers, the Leeds defence, and they hold him down. But it's a great position here for Hall. 2 tackles to come here. Hall, little step of his left foot. Last tackle. Tony Smith. Sinfield rights a tackle inside again. I think it was Richard Fletcher who was held up just short in the end.
Great pressure there. What a break. Cowie Love. Tremendous feet. Here's a pass. Horn hits him. Bang. Bit of a mismatch. Burrow steps out of the tackle. But watch this ball again. Superb offload. Good scrambling defence.
And now the penalty goes against Hull.
You've worked him that way.
Ian Smith stamping his authority on the game early on.
Yeah, I think it's Richie Barnett in there. Very silly play when you've got good field position. You need a big set of 6 to give a penalty away. It just releases the pressure.
Here's Adamson. Matt Diskin, who actually made his debut for Leeds in a Challenge Cup tie on grandstand against Castleville a couple of years ago. Rob Burrow. Smallest man in Super League. Rob Burrow, only 5'5". Here's the tallest, Wayne MacDonald, at 6'7". Duneman. He'll step inside again, almost fiddles his way through.
There's a tackle on King, finishes him off, falls on top of him, Burrows is hurt.
Bailey. Running hard at that line, he's lost the ball, it was stolen.
Handle it. You saw it. Doesn't matter, you still ripped it out.
Referee indicating that the Hull defender Logan was involved in pulling the ball clear with 2 men involved in the tackle, so the penalty goes Leeds' way.
Yep, good decision by Smith. Did rip the ball away. First opportunity for Dave Furner. And then you got, 2 penalties in quick succession. And now they look as if they're going to go behind. First penalty kick and goal.
Well, Dave Furner's kicking has not been as accurate as you would have expected since his move here to Leeds. He is a pedigree goal kicker. Didn't kick many times at Wigan because of the man who's in our studio today, Andy Farrell, but back in Australia with Canberra, he was a fairly regular kicker, but since his arrival at Leeds, I think he's had a bit of a back problem, which has just proved to be a slight handicap in the kicking stakes, but this should be relatively easy. 30 yards out and directly in front of the sticks on a bright sunny day with no wind blowing, and he has found the target. Leeds have the lead by 2 points to 0.
I don't think there'll be much in this game, so the penalty kick or goal will be very important. But the discipline from the Hull players wouldn't have made Sean McRae and John Key very happy men. From a good attacking position, now they're 2 points behind.
Well, Hull have been taking this game very, very seriously. There's the tackle on Burrow.
They'll try and target Burrows, run at him as Cowie Love did, and when they get him, they'll try and put him off the pitch maybe.
Sean McRae, the Hull coach, looking on, or director of rugby as we should call him these days. Hull actually went into camp last night, not far from this Headingley ground, travelling the short distance from Hull yesterday rather than today, to set up the right atmosphere in their camp. Here comes the return. And we don't want Wayne MacDonald to get up ahead of Steve. Here's Diskin. Now Bailey. 3 men in the tackle.
Paul King certainly putting a bit about today.
Adamson. And again wrestled down. Here's MacDonald again, involved for the 2nd time, but cannot really get any momentum, and he's pushed further backwards than he went forward in the end. Duneman. Furner. Running wide down that left-hand side as he likes to do. Leeds have found themselves still deep inside their own half, and this is the 6th tackle, so Duneman is forced to kick right down the throat of Crowder. Decent chase by the Leeds defence, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest kick. He had plenty of time.
Here's Best.
That's two.
If he sees a glimmer of daylight, he'll be away. Rated as one of the quickest in Super League this year, Greenhill.
Three, come on, Andrew. Andrew, hit the line.
Last at dummy half. Tony Smith will try a little bit of trickery, but can't fool his way through past Matt Adamson.
Four.
Jason Smith. Richie Barnett. Half through and then fully through. Shrugs off Walker. Has support from Jason Smith. Crowther's there as well. Crowther tried the pass that was impossible. And the ball is lost in Leeds half possession. But that was a good break by Hull.
Yeah, there's a combination on the left-hand side. Smith and Barnett. Barnett's on fire this season.
Here's Wayne McDonald. Richie Barnett's fifth appearance for Hull today. He's already scored 5 tries, which shows his potency. Here's Connolly. Turner. Well watched by Greenhill and Horn. Diskin will probe the blind side again at Duneman. Here's a 6th tackle. Expect ball to boot as Burrow prods it through. Right between the winger and fullback this time, so Crowther had a bit of ground to cover this time.
That's a better kick from Burrows. Good chase as well.
Here's Prescott. Good carry by the fullback as well. He's made 15 yards or so with his sharpness. Barnett. Tony Smith inside for Logan, who rode the tackle of Diskin.
Yeah, well spotted by Diskin.
Tony Smith again, looking for touch. It's not a 40-20. He's only just the whole side of the halfway line. It might not go to play. In fact, it does in the end. Calderwood is happy to concede the scrum down, knowing that his side will get the head and feet on the possession here.
Jason.
There we are. Good kick. Just rolls Calderwood. Thinks again about keeping it in play, but with the chase there on his own. Safety of the scrum, restart.
I did get a chance to mention before the game began about the substitutes bench today, and one significant addition to the Hull subs bench. Youngster by the name of Liam Higgins, who's only 19 years of age, but a prop forward, so we will expect him at some point on the pitch, and it will be his debut today as well, so a big, big afternoon for him. Here's Connolly. Dangerously close to that far touchline. There is Liam Higgins, 19 years of age. What a way to make your debut.
Leeds are finding it difficult to get out of their own 22. You know, the defence is moving up quickly. And every clearing kick on the last tackle, they've been kicking from their own half.
Well, that was a cheap penalty to give away from Hull's point of view. Leeds are getting towards the end of their tackle count. Offside against Hull. And suddenly it's a big kick downfield. And an entirely different perspective put on the game now. Quick tap by Sinfield. Here comes Adamson with a drive. Chev Walker. Kevin Sinfield. Little probing run by him. Diskin. Scampering away to McDonald. To Burrow. Taken by Richard Horn. Diskin. Scruffy ball again to Duneman, who had to make the most of it. 2 tackles still to come here, and Leeds are pressing hard. McDonald not running with his full power. But here is the last tackle. Picked up by Diskin at dummy half. Tries to go himself. He's held up. Well, in fact, he lost the ball in the end. It's a handover, as that was a 6th tackle, but Leeds very, very close.
I don't think they'll be happy with that those last 2 tackles. In a great position. You want your creative plays to come into. You want Sinfield, you know, you want Burrow and Duneman to do the plays. But there was 2 just straight drive, McDonald and then Diskin. So you've got to come in and control the attack employs it when you're in the opposition 20-metre line.
But there has been a criticism of Leeds this season, and they have had a very good start to the season. It is that they have ground out results, not shown as much flair as you might expect from them, but they have shown a lot of backbone when it has been needed. Here's Smith picking up a loose ball. Smith looking for the big kick again. Chased hard by Calderwood. Cummings lets it roll. Longest serving player in the Leeds side, Francis Cummings. He's been here an awful long time. It's a testimonial this year, having served 10 years. Senior looking to push them back again. McDonald brushing off Warren, brushing off Jason Smith, in fact, but it was Richie Barnett who got back to make the effective tackle. Sinfield, Bailey, little flat but took it well. Sinfield on the sixth tackle again. It is very, very high. This could cause problems. Not for Crowther.
I think you just need a couple of runners.
Offside again against Leeds.
I think you just need a couple of runners now. From the full-back outside centre position, McDonald did a break, got his hands over the tackle, just need a supporting runner. They're just hitting it up in ones, the Leeds players at the moment.
Well, it hasn't settled down yet, the game, has it? It is a very hurried pace, isn't it? A lot of down-the-middle stuff, not a lot of flair so far.
Very tough.
Last, Jason Smith using Logan as a foil. Inside ball to Last again. And it's only 18 yards or so. Logan. Punishing run attempted by him, but he's been punished ultimately by losing the ball. And it's Calderwood who's away here too.
Tried the impossible ball there. Logan.
Connolly. That was a big hit. There's McDonald. Duneman. Senior on his outside, who steps away, and Richard Horn with a magnificent cover tackle there. Otherwise, Senior would have been away. Horn hangs on too long and gives the penalty to Leeds. Keith Senior was one very good tackle away from making a devastating break there.
Yeah, that was good play.
Penalty has put Leeds in striking distance again, though. Here's McDermott having come on from the bench. Remember, both sides have 12 interchanges to make during the game. So you will see players, especially the big prop forwards, coming and going as the 80 minutes carries through. Here's Burrow from dummy half. Loves the nip and dart. Now Diskin. He'll have a go. Too many there from the whole defence's point of view. Burrow. Sinfield. Little offload. Connolly looking to spread it, then decides to go centrally again. This is the sixth tackle. Duneman! Further will reach! Now, is that a forward pass? The referee decides not. It is a try that's given a little chink of an opening in the whole defence, and David Furner, needing no second invitation, has scored the first try of the afternoon.
That's what Duneman can do. Lovely short ball a couple of minutes early for Keith Senior, hit it. But watch this, good position, and this is what I meant. This is where you want your creative players. Lovely short ball, bang, Furner's over. There's Diskin, and this is the guy you want the ball in hands. Towie Coylove gets dragged out, short ball Furner, Horn, no chance of stopping him from there.
Great support play by David Furner, who scores only his second try in Leeds colours. Looking to add his second goal of the afternoon. Will the flags be up or down? They're up. And so too are the arms of the Leeds supporters to celebrate another 2 points, edging Leeds into a relatively comfortable position in these early stages, leading by 8 points to 0.
And all the points have come from penalties. Was it forward pass? No, I don't think so. Flat ball. They had numbers on the left. Look, there's two men on the outside. Towie Coylove had to make a decision. Unfortunately for Hull, and Towie Coylove made the wrong one. There's two men outside. Lovely angle ball. Flat ball, good angle.
Well, full marks to the referee as well, Ian Smith, who was in a very good position to judge that pass as well, wasn't he?
But you know, as I was saying earlier, it's all about the lack of discipline in the Hull team. They've given penalties away, you know, and then Leeds have had field position and scored 8 points from it.
And there you saw the substitutions, and just when Hull might have thought, well, maybe a couple of the big players have gone off, a couple of the big players have come on again, and here's one of them, McDermott, who's on from the bench. Chris Feather, young player signed from Wakefield in the off-season, is another of those who's on from the bench. Sean Ryan has made his appearance as well for Hull, having replaced Richard Fletcher. Here's Diskin. Adamson. Connolly. Walker really couldn't get into his stride there. Darryl Powell on your left and Sean McRae looking on. Well, it's another good splitting kick, which might cause problems for the home defence, with Keith Senior alert more than anybody. It bounced between Best and Prescott, and Senior darted in. But the referee has put the square in the air. There is a question of whether Keith Senior came from an offside position here. Well, he appeared in the picture late. Terrific anticipation from the Leeds centre. But was he just a yard or two ahead of the kicker?
Well, he comes from wide out in the shot. It's been an interesting call for Dave Campbell.
Well, the kicker is just about on the halfway line. Look at the top of your picture now. There's Senior. I think he was just onside. He's just on the line as he comes into view, and the kicker's already gone. I think he's onside, and this will be a try. What do you reckon, Jonathan?
There's another angle.
No doubts there.
Absolutely no doubt. That is a try. That is a good angle. Dave Campbell doesn't need to look again.
Well, the player himself will know, because this is something they will have practiced in training, and he will have been so aware of that offside position, knowing all the camera angles were around, that if he'd been offside, he would have been caught. So he was always confident that those three little letters would appear on the screen. Leeds have their second try, and they lead by 12 points to 0. With David Furnett getting his simplest kicking opportunity of the afternoon here. Great shot. Well, from the kicker's point of view and the cameraman's point of view. 3 out of 3 for Furnett now. 14-0 Leeds lead. And they are just threatening to run away with this game, Jonathan.
Yes, in the last 5 minutes. But you can't leave the ball bounce. There we are, ball bounces. Got to try and take it on the full. Best just leaves it bounce. There's 3 of them back there. Good opportunist try there by Keith Senior.
It's a great kick from Kevin Sinfield as well. We have to take our hats off to him too, don't we? Because he placed it absolutely perfectly, putting the maximum amount of doubts in the whole defence's mind.
And also what happens is they just kick it on they practice it, so they kick it so that it spins head over tail and the ball bounces back. They all work in the training, so it's not a bit of luck when it does bounce back.
Let's hear from Damien Johnson, who's down on the touchline today.
Yes, I've got Chris McKenna out injured today for Leeds, but good value for their lead so far.
Yeah, Leeds have we've really settled down this week. We're playing with a lot of composure. We're going forward and we're being patient, which we haven't been doing over the past few weeks. So that was a great opportunist try by Keith Senior. If we keep our composure, there's no reason why we can't put a lot of points on Hull today.
Thanks, Chris.
Well, Hull will be looking to strike back as quickly as they can here. It goes without saying, really. But Leeds are turning the screw. Here's Burrow. Should be much more simple for Crowther this time, it is. And the South stand beneath us has just silenced for a moment one of the noisiest stands in rugby league. over the years, but they'll be fairly happy with what they've seen at the moment. Leeds comfortably in control of the game, and they're topping up their tans as well.
Yeah, great support at Leeds, great support for the Leeds players, plenty of abuse for opponents who have come here.
There's Lass with a kick, finds touch. Send that with a slight level of bitterness in your voice. You've not been the target of that abuse, have you, Jonathan? Well, there was Lass's kick. It was a little desperate, wasn't it? I'm not sure if he was looking for a winger to chase that, but he hit it with far too much power.
Yeah, they need to get back into it now. Just keep Leeds in their own half. I'm sure Sean McLean would mention the discipline. Cost them dearly.
There's Cummings. They have some clever players on the bench to hold, don't they, in the shape of Paul Cook and Chris Chester, two potential ball-handling players who can change things around. But here's Connolly with a magnificent run, and to think that last season we thought we'd seen him play his last rugby league game, and here he is enjoying an Indian summer to his career, earning his side a penalty as well.
Yeah, last makes a tackle. Good run out of attacking halfback last. Just makes a tackle. Wasn't penalised for that, but just held him down. And again, they're in their own 20-metre area under pressure once again.
His fella driving it forward. One of those who's appeared from the bench, so a fresher pair of legs. Diskin. Here's Burrow. At 5'5", he can duck beneath most swinging arms. Diskin. Short ball for McDermott, who will try to power his way over. He is over, and I think he's got it down to Ian Smith has a look, and then decides there are no doubts there whatsoever. It is a third Leeds try, and put down this to McDermott. 2 yards out, simply unstoppable. He twisted and he turned, and it is try number 3 for his side, and Leeds are having a field day here.
Again, the run across the park. Dermott doesn't really hit it hard first of all, then realises how close he is to the try line, just rolls over, all power Barry McDermott. But when will the Hull players learn? Another penalty, another field position, another try.
Well, Gary Connolly and Barry McDermott were once teammates at Wigan many years ago, weren't they?
Two old stages. And he is not a happy man, is he?
Spot the smile in that particular part of the stand.
They've just been blown away in the last 6 or 7 minutes. Incredible. There was nothing in it, and all of a sudden they've just pulled away.
Well, there is a theory, widely held theory in the modern game, that put two evenly matched teams together. If one side just gets that momentum going, suddenly they can take the game completely away from their opponents, can't they, and run up a very big score, which Leeds are threatening to do here. No, they won't be helped by that misconversion.
There's nothing on there. Look, there's King and Horn, then Prescott. You know, he shouldn't score that. It is fantastic power and strength from Barry McDermott. He wanted to score that.
Well, they're happy at the moment. Not sure about the hairstyles, but Leeds fans will be very content with what they've seen so far from their side. Found it difficult in the last round against London to shake off their opponents' leads. They went to Warrington last week, and even though Warrington had a man sent off in their Super League game, Leeds again just made heavy weather of it at times at Wilderspool. But here in the sunshine, they are enjoying themselves. Damien.
Yeah, down here on the Hull bench, there's some concern about the level of discipline among the Hull players. They've been penalised 4 times for interfering at the play of the ball. It's an area where the game's authorities are trying to clean up. And on the last occasion they were penalised, Barry McDermott went in to score.
Well, I think Tony Smith here is the man at fault.
Come right up in his face. Don't worry.
Tony Smith too high in the tackle, the referee decided.
Yeah, here he comes. Oh, Leeds with the elbow. I think Tony is a fierce competitor, and we'll leave it at that, I think.
But he's not a dirty player, is he?
Yes, Jason!
Having played against him, I won't say anything about that.
Here's Burrow. Looking for any way through. And eventually finding over the shoulders of Last and Jason Smith. Shed Walker. Colin I think was the subtitle to that moment. Here's McDermott. Good little pop out of the tackle as well to Sinfield, who threw the dummy and found the gap. Furner will continue the run. Clever kick. Senior's after it. Senior to score. Has he got a clean touchdown? He went shoulder to shoulder with Colin Best. Referee ain't sure. Squares in the air.
I just saw it bubble from my view, Frank.
They want to see the grounding, I think. He said he saw a slight bobble. And again, Sinfield makes the initial break. Furner just goes ahead with it. Very, very clever play from Furner, the second row.
It looked good to me. Yeah.
Very quick thinking. Reading the game superbly well, David Furner. Knowing that he didn't have the pace to go all the way, but somebody outside him did. Did he touch it down cleanly? Has he got control? Well, I think there are enough doubts about that, aren't there?
Definitely doesn't catch it, first of all. Does he regather it? That's the question. I think I'd like to hand this to Dave Campbell, the video ref. Because that is a very difficult call.
Well, I would give no try.
I think by that reaction there, he didn't think he got it down, first of all. Brian Noble loves these in the studio, so it'll be interesting to listen to him at half-time. He was telling me last week, just leave it go at natural speed and then make a decision. Well, Brian, we'll see what you say at half-time.
Well, I would say no try, but who am I to judge?
That's a very difficult call. I think if there wasn't a video ref, he would have given it. I'm going to play Ron Celia and sit on the fence.
Well, he's not got control of that, surely.
Yeah, no control.
They were willing to celebrate it. Very often the players use the body language on the pitch to try and convince the video referee in the stands that was a try, but it's not going to be given, and it'll be a tap back on the 20. Now, this is interesting because as soon as the referee gets in position, he can blow the whistle and say play on. But the Leeds players have gone back inside their own half, and they've been given a chance to get back to the line before the tap is allowed.
It was very clever play though by Dave Furner. Very talented footballer.
See that Chris Chester has come on in place of Scott Logan.
Down here on the whole bench, Steve Crooks from the coaching staff. Steve, not the start you would have wanted.
No, definitely not. No. With just controlling Leeds go forward a little bit, and you know, we've been a bit careless around the ruck, giving a few silly penalties away, and it's obviously against a side like Leeds they're going to make it pay. But you know, we're confident we can get back into it. We just need to get out on the front foot and control a little bit better for ourselves in the attacking positions.
Thanks, Steve.
There's Jason Smith, always looking to create something. Richie Barnett. That's a lot of potency in that whole three-quarter line. But he's not happy with the way Rob Burrow dealt with him there. Well, now Chev Walker's getting involved. And that was absolutely needless.
Kevin, take him away. Take him away. Take him away. Take him away. Captain, hey, Jason, I don't need you, Richie. Yeah, Kev. For the dump, I'm going to put it on report to see if there's in between. He's definitely turned it, so the penalty. Have a word with Chev. There's no reason to get involved, right? We're having the penalty, we're going to put it on report for the dump.
Well, the whole players not happy having just been given a penalty. This was a tackle by Rob Burrow and Chev Walker together.
Yep, definitely got his arm in between his legs. Let's have a look at it again. Hand between his legs, look, that's a spear tackle. That could be problems for Rob Burrows.
In the meantime, Leeds have given away another penalty here for offside, right in front of the sticks. So Jason Smith indicating he wants to go for goal here.
All right. Don't worry, I'll work with them. Oh,
The signs of Leeds are getting a little rattled here.
Kev.
Kevin Sinfield, the Leeds on-field skipper, having a word with the Oldham referee Ian Smith. Would you go for 2 here, or would you put them under a little bit more pressure, considering the fact that you're trailing 18-0?
I think I'd go for 2. Get something in the board. You'll have the ball back.
Andrew!
Leeds caught offside in the melee that followed the earlier penalty.
I'll put it on the court. If you want to have a look after, they can do. Yeah, you're ready.
Matt Crowther, whose goal kicking is impeccable. This is a little landmark he's looking to achieve here as well. And this is 55th appearance for Hull. If he kicks it, will be his 200th goal. Not too sure he'll be thinking about that at the moment. 2 points will suffice. Well, he's found the target, and Leeds finally find themselves on the scoreboard. 18-2. I think Ian Smith is the most popular man on the field at the moment with the Leeds fans, having given that brace of penalties against their team. Sinfield with a restart. Prescott. Richard Horn looking for the width. Sean Lyons, another of those who's come on from the bench. Horn again. Oh, that's a good ball away to Best, and he can fly. Oh, and Senior did just enough. Great defence by Keith Senior. Had he missed, Best would have been away.
It's a lovely ball, first of all, by Horn. Let's have a look at this. Senior's got to make the tackle. Yes, trailing leg just hits the line. But what a lovely ball of Horn.
Well, that will give some hope to Hull.
Jason, can you ready, mate? Tony, hold your 5. Couture, hold your 5, Richard. See Prescott. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Here's the pass, look at that ball. That's a fantastic ball. Picks the right option. Cummins is dragged in.
Well, there's a little bit of retribution. Richie Barnett on Rob Burrow. You saw that in the school playground. You'd worry for the little fella, wouldn't you? But Rob Burrow's a tough little nugget. Sinfield, here's Walker.
I think Richie Barnett has lost it.
Well, the touch judge is on as well here.
This one is just there. I've come round this right side. I didn't get a view from where I was. Matt Richard said you've just come up here. Calm it down. Calm it down. Yeah? Okay.
Matt Crowther comes round high. I don't think there was much in that really, but no. But again, frustration showing.
Here's Adamson. It has fired both sides up, but it has fired the crowd up as well. The passage of play in the last few minutes. Here's Burrow looking for Feather. Diskin taking over at dummy half, moving it left. Little inside ball for Duneman. Duneman's high ball to Adamson. Adamson running wide, cuts back in the middle again, but well tackled by Chester. Sinfield. No way through, and he's given it away. Yeah, he did throw it away, it wasn't a steal. Here's Jason Smith trying to get things going straight away. Look at the handling from Hall.
Yeah, trying to offload the ball there, Adamson. Sinfield it was rather. Jason Smith had it. There's an opportunity on the left with Barnett, but the pass was slightly high and slow.
Coey Love. Greenhill. Chester. Now that Barnett on the outside to Crowther. Well back by Calderwood. Good defence from both wingers we've seen. Either side of the pitch in the last few minutes.
There's the overlap. I think the dummy was on. McCullough just uses a touchline as the extra defender, backs his pace, gets his angles right. Very, very good tackle.
Ian Smith is still trying to stamp his authority on the game, making sure that what's boiling at the moment doesn't go over the edge of the pot. Connolly. McDermott with a charge and looking for the offload. He does that so well. This occasion he can't get it away. Ferner. This is Diskin. Burrow. Sinfield. Long pass again to Calderwood. Adamson sees only the way down the blind side, and he's done well as well. Fancy footwork from Adamson. Sixth tackle coming up. Diskin, 20 yards out, it hits Jason Smith, and it's dropped on by his namesake, Tony Smith. He's not a happy chappy, is he?
He usually winds everyone else up. He's the one who's wound up.
There's the youngster, Liam Higgins. Welcome to the big time, 19 years of age, making his debut today.
Yep, have a bit of that. Dave Ferner.
Richard Horn. All tackles gone here.
I seem a bit flat. Hull, they've got to hit the line very, very hard. You know, get over the advantage line. Very simple. Get a good kick in. Crucial time. Not to concede some more points before half-time.
Well, this is the sixth tackle. Richard Horn was looking for touch, but it's going to roll out of play and will be a tap back on the 20.
Just not happening for Hull.
Big things are expected of Hull this season, aren't there? Because they've moved into the new stadium, the KC Stadium. They've had a Super League record crowd there last week, 13,000 to watch them play against Hull. They lost, which wasn't exactly what the script demanded, but they have the potential, as Sean McRae on the right will know, of having a very, very big year this year. But success in the Challenge Cup would go a long way towards achieving that, but they find themselves trailing badly at the moment.
Yeah, they look a very talented side all round. Barnett, Smith, Horn, you know, very talented. Coyle, very talented side, but got to work on it.
Here's Durnaman. Burrow, caught in possession almost by Chester, but runs away. He's so small, he's got that low sense of gravity. Seems to be able to sidestep backwards, doesn't he? Here's Connolly. Taken by Crowther. Smith whips it away under pressure from Sinfield.
It wasn't a good play, the ball. Put Smith under pressure.
Horn. Oh, there was a hint of an interception hanging in the air for a moment there. Cummings went for the safety first option, which was to make the tackle on Coe Love. Coming towards the last minute of this first half. Smith, long ball to Barnett. Good offload to Chester. Back again to Prescott, the fullback's in the line. Sixth tackle. Little dab through for the quick men to chase. Best is after it, but the ball will just jag out of play. Not quite as planned, but not disastrous.
Leeds defence, very solid.
Well, they'll be slow to form the scrum, the Leeds pack, because they know that with the seconds ticking away, they'll only have to carry the ball for the most another couple of occasions, take another couple of tackles, and they'll be in at half-time with a very healthy lead.
Well, there's no full back there, so with Keith Senior's pace, maybe a kick downfield and just a foot race.
Let's see. Senior trying to break through with ball in hand. One more tackle should do it.
Come on, hey.
Well, it'll be a penalty instead.
just sums up the first half performance of Hull.
I don't need you, Jace.
Penalty is given away. It's just been instrumental in the points that they conceded.
Well, in fact, they've not gone for touch. Sinfield has done just what you mentioned. Big kick downfield for Calderwood to chase. Crowther's after it, drops on the ball, takes a settle, does he? Well, he does in the end, and that will signal the end of the first half. Pretty lackadaisical from Hull's point of view. Absolutely delightful from Leeds' point of view, Jonathan.
Yes, you know, about an 8-minute burst of scoring. Got into field position from the lack of discipline, and they've scored, you know, 18 points. They're in the driving seat. Sean McRae's got a lot of work to do. Frustration creeped in, and the game plan went out of the window, really. They were looking for trouble, and Leeds just kept their calm in a comfortable position at half-time.
Hull yet to score a try. Leeds in the total ascendancy, having crossed 3 times that Hull whitewash in the first half. Leeds leading 18-2 at half-time, and Damien Johnson is speaking, I think, to the Leeds football manager, Mal Reilly.
That's right, Mal, a 16-point cushion at half-time. Nice to go in after the first 40 with that.
Yeah, we're pretty happy with that scoreline. We've worked pretty hard, and we've got the bounce of the ball, but there's a lot of endeavour gone in there too.
Good defensive effort that first half.
It's been very good. Our speed of line's been good, and we've been sort of competing very well on the floor with the speed of the play of the ball, so we're happy at the moment.
What will you and Darryl be saying to the guys at half-time?
Well, I think we're just going to watch. They've been trying to exploit us down our left-hand edge there. We've got to make sure that we've got numbers there and just improve our kicking game possibly. We've room for improvement there.
Thanks, Mal.
Thank you.
They relaxed. They do have some great talent on the flanks, but it's difficult for those players to play unless they get a little bit of go forward first, which I think they've been lacking.
Yeah, they suffered that defeat, of course, against London Broncos just last weekend, which was a shock to the system. But Sean was saying before this match that defensively they were outstanding last weekend. It's all gone today, isn't it?
Well, the goal line defence has been disappointing, Steve, and that's the thing that we're talking about. I think they've been caught short a little bit on that right side a couple of times and not aimed up, you know, in respect of one-on-one tackles or even two-on-one tackles, you know. Mad Woman's Breakfast comes to mind when you see they're all over the place at the moment on their line, so I think they'll be very, very enthusiastic. Now, he's pivotal for them, Jason Smith. He's a fantastic player and an early scorer, and I think you'll see a completely different game for Hull.
But at the moment, at least, Cardiff and the final is a long way off for that Hull side. Enormous amount of work to do in the second half. But if you've got plans to get to the Millennium Stadium at the end of April for the Rugby League Challenge Cup final, well, the Rugby Football League have instigated that ticket information line 0870 990 1313 0870 990 1313 for all ticket information concerning the Powergen Challenge Cup final at the Millennium Stadium at the end of April. Certainly looks as if Leeds Rhinos can start thinking about at least a place in the Final Four as they come out of this gorgeous afternoon and very enthusiastic reception from the Headingley crowd. They're leading by 18 points to 2 into the second half against Hull, and we're back with Jonathan Davis and Dave Woods.
Well, the expectations were very high on both sides before this game began, but they've been lowered slightly from Hull's point of view now. It's going to be a long way back here. They have to score 3 unanswered tries to get some kind of parity back in this game. And the way Leeds took their chances and the way, more significantly, Hull defended in that first half, it's a very, very tough ask now, isn't it?
Yeah, but as Brian said, in you know, 1 try and they're back in the game. They've got to score first. They've got extremely talented players on their side, but they need a platform. And as the boy said in the studio again, it's the platform they need to go forwards, and then the gaps will open up wide for the creative players.
Well, one of the disappointments so far is we have not seen that Hull three-quarter line in full flight so far today, because it is one of the most exciting three-quarter lines in the game when they are given their platform, but their forwards haven't done the job so far. That's been the problem. Here's Bailey now for Leeds, driving it back, starting this second half as he did the first. Adamson, good drive by him as well. It's going to be a no-nonsense set of 6, you'd imagine, here from Leeds now, just to put Hull right back on the back foot again. Diskin, Sinfield, early kick downfield to make sure that when Hull do have possession, they will be deep inside their own territory, a lot depending on Prescott here, but look at that Leeds line again, up as a man. all of them flat and no way forward for Prescott at all.
Yeah, very solid set of 6. Good yardage by the forwards. And a lovely kick and good chase.
Kevin! Kevin!
90 metres to go.
Have to take a few chances here now, Hull. But they have some good risk takers in their ranks. Greenhill is slow to get up. A little bit of a tangle with Diskin. Tony Smith just trying to prompt things forward again. Last, a little bit of head of steam built here. Caught by MacDonald, the prop forward. 6 tackle coming up. Tony Smith with a dab kick through. Cummins is after it. Prescott's after it. Best was after it. Cummins has lost it. Prescott's lost it. And the chance goes a begging.
Well, what a comedy of errors.
Well, Hull will content themselves knowing that they'll get head and ball back here and will have the chance to pepper the line. But what about this for a chance?
Lovely kick. Again, they're not sure what's happening here, the Leeds back. Cummins rushes it, and Prescott just fails to hold on to it. But it's a good attacking platform now for Hull. They haven't been in this situation. Let's see what they can do.
That really would have set us up in this second half had Steve Prescott scored. Well, they will get an opportunity again here.
Right.
I think Bailey makes a tackle, and he gets caught twisted over awkwardly. And I think that looks like a rib problem.
Ryan Bailey is not in the scrum, but he's not gone off. He's now back to join the line. Here's Tony Smith. Little break from the back of the scrum.
Off him there!
Held on to by Connolly. Jason Smith.
Two.
Devastating from that distance when he has the support. Held down for too long. Well, they're not sure whether to take a quick penalty, go for goal or what here. In the end, they'll take the tap. With another 6 tackles driving against that line. Here's Greenhill.
One on your line.
There's one tackle. 5 more to come. They're only 5 yards away. Tony Smith, Richard Horne picks it up on the half volley. Out goes a pass from Corella. Prescott doesn't miss this time. Great finish from the fullback. Referee has put the square in the air. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. He's given the try. What a finish by Steve Prescott that was. He missed the simple opportunity, and now he's taken the more difficult route to put his side back in the game again.
There's the penalty. Adamson holding him down, just giving his defence that second. But really, it's a straight drive, and they really don't number up properly. Burrows is caught short. They get caught on the outside, and Prescott just finishes. It was just poor numbering up by the Leeds defence. There was nothing happening there. Got caught short on the right-hand side. Lovely ball. Great finish. They're back in the game, Hull.
Steve Prescott has reasons to be cheerful. Matt Crowther could give them further hope and inspiration here. Tight to the touchline. For a right-footed kicker, this is as difficult as they come. Picture of concentration in front of the howling South stand. He struck it well, but he struck it just wide. 2 points are missed, but Hull are back in the game. And Sean McRae and John Keir to his right, a little more happy.
There we are, nothing on. It's a bad pass. Rob Burrows gets caught, really. Doesn't drift out.
It's a great finish, though, wasn't it? That needed finishing.
Down here on the Hull bench, we've got Billy Mallinson from the coaching staff. Billy, just the response you wanted from the players.
Yeah, it's excellent. I mean, it's what we've been asking from the players at half-time. Bombers, we've only got to put a couple of things right. It's just to play the ball area. Obviously, in the first half, Leeds was very strong there. we weren't really competing as well as we could. We've asked the players to dig in and compete, and hopefully now, as you've just seen, a couple of quick play the balls, we've got Leeds on the back foot, and we're starting to play our attractive football, what we know we can play.
Thanks, Billy.
Billy Manners is a great character in the whole club. He's a former prison warder, so you don't want to get on the wrong side of him. He's not the tallest bloke, but he's a wily, tough old bloke as well. Here's Greenhill. Hull will just have a bit of self-belief here, and maybe, just maybe, one or two self-doubts are rearing in the Leeds side now. Last, bringing it forward.
Come on, Matt. He's the line.
Tony Smith to Jason Smith. This is the 6th tackle, and they're trying to run it, but the pass was forward.
Go forward. You can't have momentum on that one.
Here's the ball.
I'm not sure.
He said, the referee said you can't have momentum on that.
Hey, Richard.
Just a ref's call, isn't it?
Come on.
Well, instead of the ball being booted downfield and Leeds starting from down low, they now have a chance to plough a decent furrow back inside this whole half again. Burrow. And straight into Richard Hall. There's a potential half-back pairing of the future for Great Britain, isn't it? Burrow and Hall. Here's MacDonald. Diskin at dummy half. Out to Sinfield. To Adamson. Running off his shoulder. Diskin's back up there. A couple of tackles to come here. Here's Burrow again. Duneman. Little dummy inside to Ferner. Ferner wants to get it away. Well marshalled by the whole defence. 6th tackle coming up. Sinfield for the drop kick. Not a bad piece of thinking there from the Leeds skipper, Kevin Sinfield. They had the position, they were unlikely to score the try. The 1 point just edges Leeds. 3 scores ahead again at 19 points to 6.
Very good decision. They hit back straight away. The 1 point. Very, very clever thinking.
10 metres again. Good defence, Liam. Unlucky, pal. Keep it going, Tony. Stay behind. All right here, Chris. Make sure you get square. There was one you just went a bit early, but couldn't affect it. Stay behind, boys.
Well, Hull, having got that momentum at the start of the second half, just pegged back a little. Here's McDermott talking about momentum. He's a bulldozer of a player. Here's Adamson. 2 solid drives in the first 2 tackles by Leeds, and he'll come a third. MacDonald, who's been in exceptional form this season. We haven't quite seen him at his best today, but he has been playing well. Worked very, very hard in the close season. Sinfield thought about the kick. Still going. Connolly. Adamson. They'll flip away to Connolly again. Sinfield. Numbers appearing on that right-hand side. Sinfield sidestepping back into the cover. 6th tackle. Burrow. Duneman. Ferner. Senior. Overlap with Cummins on the outside. Senior puts a kick in. Ferner's after it. Best is there. Well taken. Good drop on it by the winger.
Yeah, good pace. Very dangerous key, Senior. There's the kick and chase. Joey Coy left as well. That's the shield. Senior for best to fall on it.
Barnett.
Hold with me.
Paul Cooker's just come on from the sidelines for Hull as well. Here's Tony Smith with a kick downfield. Cummins. You see Paul Cooker, the number 16 on his back. He's a clever player as well, but Connolly is 2 and almost sized through. Duneman, McDermott. Straight at the youngster Liam Higgins, but he's not going to give any seniority the chance to break through. Burrow. Adamson. He's held flat, but Adamson pushes away Tony Smith, and he's got support on the outside and the inside. If he can find it, he can. Burrow was held up, but Adamson's still going. Here's Calderwood. Calderwood for the line. Oh, he celebrates. He knows he's scored. He knows he's got the try that might just crucial in the game. He's in outstanding scoring form, Mark Calderwood. That's his 7th this season in only his 5th game. And it's a huge grin, which represents the smile having returned to Leeds' faces again.
Here's the offload, first of all. The ball goes away, and they're just lucky to get it. But this is the missed tackle. Adamson just brushes the Hull defenders off, and they leave him go. He's into space, he's looking for support runners, there's one on the inside, should have given it there to Burrows, but they leave him go once again, Prescott. And this is a foot race which Calderwood was always going to win. Craig Greenhill had no chance to get him there, just a mismatch. You can't just fall off tackles.
Well, there's not too much pressure on David Furner here. Enjoying himself in the sunshine. Tough kick. Just put wide. Oh. But Leeds in the ascendancy again. Mark Calderwood, as a try scorer, is almost unmatchable in Super League over the last couple of seasons. He's making his 63rd appearance for Leeds today. That is his 42nd try. That is a hell of a strike rate.
Great strike rate. Here we are, look at him. Tony Smith just gets onto him.
Now the question here is, was he tackled? When he went down, was it a tackle?
Let's have a look at this. Prescott makes a tackle.
Oof. Prescott had hold of him. Well, the arm hit the ground. The ball carrying arm hit the ground.
And that's what Prescott was on about.
The referee chose not to put the square in the air, confident in his own decision making, so the try stands. To add to the frustration that will now be growing in the Hull FC camp. Penalty goes Leeds' way.
It doesn't matter. I'm not interested in that.
Again, in their own 20-metre area, it's a relieving kick, and as Brian Noble said, they don't have to work hard to get away from their own try line.
Here's Burrow. Oh, interception! Great reading by Paul King. He's not the quickest, but he might just get there. Burrow's after him. King's half stopped, and down he goes. 5 yards out. Great reading. Shame about the pace. Little dummy. Back it goes to King again. Can't bully his way over. But Hull are back in striking distance just when they need a try the most. Jason Smith, Cowie Love, difficult ball for him to take. Inside again. Best is going to be put down. 10 yards out. Cook. Here's Horn. Well wrapped up. Offside against Rob Burrow. They won't kick for goal here. They'll take the tap surely.
Yeah, they've got to.
Now you can go.
Cook with the tap. Here's King again. Little offload. Juggled by Jason Smith. Out to Crowther. Well held on to by that Leeds defence.
On your line!
Burrow, Calderwood and Walker with the 3 men there. Here's Jason Smith. Little dance, little step. Can't offload.
On your line!
Pressing moments. Hall. Chester gets it away. Ryan. High one over the top. Cowie Love. Here's Prescott again. Oh! That was a high tackle on Steve Prescott. Well, the ball has been touched down. Hull players want a penalty try here.
Away.
That had to be a penalty try, sure.
I know. You can't give a penalty try when he don't get it there. He's been a high tackle from here.
Well, surely the question is, if he was going to score the try and was stopped with a foul, that's a penalty try. And surely he would have scored the try.
I think that's a penalty try. I'll have to have a look at it. Did he go for the ball, Gary Connolly? It happened so quick.
Jason.
I hit the ball and went up.
That's what he's...
I'll tell you exactly what I've seen. Jason, let me have my say. We've got a sidestep. It's a reaction. He's come up and he's caught him high. He's dropped the ball well short of the line. That I cannot go through, give a penalty try. So the
I think he's wrong.
Here, and then it's a grab.
I'm not blaming him, but it has to be a penalty.
No, it doesn't have to be a penalty try. It's going on report and you get the penalty.
It's got to be a penalty try.
Has to be. If he's given a penalty, then it's a foul piece of play, then it's a penalty try. Let's have a look.
Box off.
Here he goes, steps in.
Oh.
That's got to be a penalty try. How can he not give a penalty try there? If Gary Conley hadn't have tackled him, it would have been a try.
And he didn't hit the ball first either, did he? He hit the head first.
Yes, off him.
Hull will feel aggrieved.
On your line.
Here's Jason Smith from dummy half. Well, I'm sure that he's seething in East Yorkshire. Here's Tony Smith. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Hall. Cook. Ryan comes on the inside. Horn again. Tony Smith looking for the gaps. Chester couldn't quite get all the way through. Here's a sixth tackle. Tony Smith is down injured. Paul King's down injured. They go wide, over the top. Scrappy stuff, picked up. Good little run as well by Barnett. Puts the kick in too deep. And it's going to be a tap back on the 20. After all that, Hull come away with nothing, and they will wonder how.
Well, the Paul King interception. It's obviously a justice. Look at this. Comes inside. Connolly, it's a high tackle. You would definitely have scored there. Definitely have scored. And it's a poor decision by Ian Smith.
Hell, two, kick it.
And Gary Conley might just be lucky that he's still on the pitch as well. Where on such moments is barroom chatter built upon.
But Hull have got to keep their cool now. Decision's gone against them. They just got to keep their cool.
Paul King's interception, had it been a quicker man, might have produced results anyway, but full marks to him for having read that situation earlier. Sixth tackle here, Leeds inside the whole half. Sinfield. Here's Prescott.
Down here on the Leeds bench, just news about David Fern, who's so influential for Leeds. He's taken a knock, and Willie Poaching, one of the substitutes, is warming up. We could see him in action soon.
Well, Willie Poaching is a fine player on his day, isn't he? So Leeds will have nothing to worry about when he comes on.
Go.
Hull trying to establish that platform that they had a few moments ago. Horn.
Great tackle.
Jason Smith inside ball again. Chester, little dummy. He's done well, and he's still going. Great offload. Great try, surely. Barnett has he got in? Referee has put the square in the air.
Time off. Just check the grounding. 10 seconds.
Superb rugby league again. Good running.
Absolutely fantastic from Chester.
He knew he didn't have the pace. Look for support. And this guy can run, Barnett. But it's a superb tackle by Diskin. If he holds this ball up, it's a great tackle. And that's held up. That is not a try. Magnificent tackle, Diskin. The Hull got to get back there and make that tackle.
You know, when it's not your day, it's not your day. And I think Hull are thinking, not today.
It certainly feels like that now, doesn't it? But that was a superb try.
Terrific play all round there. Absolutely superb. Chester with a break. Barnett with the attempted finish, and Diskin with a tackle here. Absolutely wonderful.
He doesn't get that though.
Well, they're already forming the scrum because they are pretty sure that this will not be a try. Both sets of players are fairly convinced by that, and they're even managing a laugh and a smile amongst themselves as well. No try. Scrum attack. He was held up over the line, so it means that Hull will have possession again here. They have been given the head and feet at the scrum. So again, the small consolation is that they do have possession, but look at this for a run. Look at Chester.
Lovely inside ball, good balance.
Tony Smith is held up 5 yards away. Here's Cook. Ryan. Only a couple of yards out. The massed ranks of the Hull fans behind those sticks, urging their side on. Jason Smith pops it inside. Here's Chester again. Back to Tony Smith. Little step and a duck. No way through. Paul. Jason Smith. Just held up. 4 tackles gone. Horn. King bounces it away. Cook as well to keep hold. Last tackle, they need something creative here. Not King driving it in, surely. Well, the chip's not been effective. Caught on the full, so it'll be attacked back on the 20, and they have to be sharp back here, Hull. They want to take it quickly, and they do. Here's Calderwood.
Can't afford him to go.
You see the 2 hookers, Sandy Last and Matt Diskin, the leading tacklers so far in this game. Diskin, McDermott, nice offload, Burrow, Durniman, Furner, lost it. Just trying to force it too much in the end, weren't they?
Yeah, good quick hands. Furner couldn't just take it, knocked it on. But Leeds don't have to chase it. But I think the scramble defence, especially in the own 20-metre area, has been very, very good today. Okay, the Gary Connolly high tackle should have been a penalty try. But just, that was a desperate tackle by Gary. He's not a dirty player. But the defence has been absolutely magnificent.
Willie Poaching has finally made his appearance on the pitch for Leeds. His replacement, Adamson. Here's Barnett. Confirmation of Poaching on and Adamson off. King. Oh. He's trying to pop it through, but good defending from Leeds again. Well, there's all kinds of nonsense going here. Poaching's only been on the field a few moments, and he finds himself at the centre of this little kerfuffle.
No reason! It's all right, don't worry, dude. Hey, we don't need you. Hey! Yeah? It's all right, you've got the penalty. No, nobody started throwing away. Who was it? Willie! You just kept hold of him. You just kept hold of him and won't let him go, so the penalty...
elbow to my face?
No, there was no elbow to the face. You just kept hold of him. Penalty's there. No problem at all.
Ian Smith with a commentary over our action replay there. It's rather nice to see. Now Hull. Richard Fletcher, who started the game, has had spells on the bench. King. Horn. Quickly hustled by David Furner and Barry McDermott there to add his bolt to the situation as well. Here's Cook now. Koilov. Ryan. A couple of tackles still to come in this set of 6. Hull desperate to score here. Horn. Whipped away, Jason Smith, the lovely timer of the pass, puts it inside for Prescott. He's over. Has he touched it down? Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Might have been a hat-trick. It's only his second, but it does give his side just a little hope yet. There is time for a recovery, and Prescott might have laid the foundations.
Jason Smith again, the slow dummy. Logan Ball, bang. There's the slow dummy. Good full back play there by Steve Prescott. He's deserved this, hasn't he?
Jason Smith is the master of any given situation on a rugby league field, isn't he? One of those players who looks like he's got an hour in which most players only have a millisecond in which to react. Pops the ball in for Prescott. Great try.
Yeah. A class player, Jason Smith. Momentum took him over. And they did deserve that. They've unlocked the Leeds defence.
Well, they are not out of this game, are they, by any stretch of the imagination yet, Hull? If Crowther kicks this, it will be 23-12. And suddenly the scoreline is reduced to a matter of 3 scores between Leeds and Hull.
They've got to get back up there. Back up to the Leeds 20-metre.
Well, this kick is a good one, as true as you could expect. Well, the whole fan sense that the road to Cardiff has not quite been blocked off. Leeds 23, Hull 12.
Here's the ball, Logan, slow down here, and just watch Prescott. He's tracking on the inside, gets the pass at pace, momentum takes him over.
Forgive my mathematics, by the way, it's only 2 scores, isn't it? A couple of tries and goals for Hull, and they will be in the lead here. So Leeds know that they have to respond. We saw them responding excellently when Steve Prescott got the try just after the break, but here's another chance for Hull to break forward again. Best is running into a posse of defenders. Terrific pace from the winger, and Hull have their tails up now. Cook knocked down and on by Willie Poaching. Scrum down. Hull's head and feet. They will still have possession, the team in black.
What Leeds didn't want was this to happen. After they score a try, he just runs in between Diskin and McDermott, and he's away. And there's the knock on by Poaching, trying to slow the game down, get the defence back organised, tails it up for Hull.
Here's Cook, Toa Coelho, a little step on his right foot, then his left foot, runs at Keith Senior, 2 real form centres of the last couple of years. Cook, taken in by Ryan. 15 minutes left, there's plenty of time. Horn, King, missed ball, straight at Calderwood, back pass. Well done for King that he got across to make the tackle, but that was a real waste of a pass.
Waste of an opportunity.
Walker.
That's one, off in score.
Diskin, offside. Oh, it's a real kick in the teeth for Hull.
Yeah, that was a good opportunity. You can see Mr. Smith says you're all offside. No one listened to him. Relieves the pressure. They needed a score from that set of 6.
Leeds just looking for a set of 6 in which they can carry the ball inside the Hull half here. Now, nothing flashy, just settle the game down. Probe deep inside Hull territory. Here's McDermott. He wants to get it away, he always does. Diskin running into space, looking for support. The defence closed it nicely. Diskin takes it quickly. Connolly from dummy half. Duneman. Here it is with Feather now. King with a tackle. Duneman. Still going. Had the ball stolen. So it'll be a penalty for Leeds.
A definite steal, man. That's not ball and man.
You've got to go for goal, I think. Got to go for goal. Take the 2 points.
What are you doing, Kevin?
Well, the simple rule is if there are 2 men in the tackle, one of them can't steal the ball.
Yeah, there was 2 men.
Well, this is the obvious outcome of that probe by Duneman and the penalty having given away. The fact that Leeds are going for the 2 points. No problems for David Furner. Maybe that reduces the potential for problems for the remainder of this match now for Leeds. They are back in a 3-scoring distance again from Hull.
Yeah.
25 points to 12.
Crucial penalty. No other decision. Had to go for goal.
Restart. Iron hanging, they don't want to let it bounce. Sinfield has, Hull's got it! Hull's over the line! What a response from Hull!
I'm definitely going to check
What a response!
Position. Don't worry.
Squares in the air.
Just check, Dave. Just check how that came out.
I've never seen that before.
Was it stolen? Just check
Never
the
seen
grounding
that
pad.
before.
I can remember it once happening at the old Central Park. Wigan against St Helens, I think it was, and a short kick-off that Wigan scored from.
But that was a long kick-off.
Well, it's sort of a mid-term kick-off anyway. Andy Farrell will advise us on that, I'm sure.
Someone's got to make the catch. They've got to make the catch. They leave it bounce, and as Brian Noble said, it can't go anywhere. He gets to it, great chase, Horn. They come across to try and stop him. I think from that angle it's very, very difficult.
Well, the referee put the square in the air because he was so far out of position he couldn't make a decision. Now then, what
His
about
elbow
this?
hits the ground, he loses it. He loses it. How many missed opportunities have they had today? It was a tremendous chase by Horn. Gets to the ball. Calderwood does magnificently. Does he land on the line? My first reaction, it's not a try. I think this is a better angle, Dave.
Lost control there.
That's no try.
Regained it there. But the knock-on in the intervening moments. Question is, did he knock on short of the line or over the line? Well, short of the line, obviously, so it'll be a scrum down, won't it? Leeds his head and feet.
Yeah, the elbow hits the floor, dislodges the ball.
Well, they will look back at the match tape, won't they, Hull, and think, if only, and if only again, and if only again. There's no try, surely. Dave Campbell, the video referee, is having a very good look at this because this is a very important moment in the game. If it's given, Hull are right back in it.
Maybe he's looking to see if it's landed on the line before it's discharged. Jolted from his arm, but...
Well, all the players are looking at the big screen as well. Not sure if they can make the decisions. Leeds fans will tell you it's no try. The Hull fans will tell you, oh yes, it was.
If he gives the try, there's going to be uproar here.
No try. Right decision.
20 metres, guys.
They can't believe it.
20 metre restart.
Stunned disbelief on the terraces.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
But they have given
Whoa, 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 whoa.
the tap restart on the 20. Now, is that the right decision? That was the only question there for me, whether it was a scrum down or a tap restart. I suppose at the end of the day, it doesn't make an awful lot of difference. It would have been Leeds' ball anyway, but anyway, there you go. Diskin, here's McDermott. 13 points the difference. Hull have to score 2 tries, 2 goals, and then get something else to get themselves ahead in this game. Leeds just need to keep their heads. Here's Feather. Sean Ryan went latish and highish. Referee says play on. Cummings with a little soccer skills. Touches down. And that surely is what it for Leeds now. Francis Cummings as sharp as you like. Picking up on the mistake.
I think again, by the player's reaction, it's a try.
Yeah. Well, the first question I think was onside. And then there's a matter of grounding the ball as well. Here's the grounding. Downward pressure, no problems at all there. Despite the sliding boot.
Now he's grounded it around. He's looking at the offside now.
Well, seem to be behind, didn't they?
Yeah, I think he came from an onside position. Well, did he touch it anyway? Not sure. Yeah, the ball has certainly done some funny things today.
Won't help the pain that the Hull fans are feeling at the moment, but that was a fairly good try. Nothing wrong with that. Confirmation on the big screen. Leeds surely now have booked their passage into the semi-finals for the 11th time in 12 years. It's quite a record. Hull will have to try again. Has to push the scoreline past the 30 mark. David Ferner again, the picture of concentration. Challenge Cup winner last year with Wigan. Might be there again with Leeds this year. His kicking wasn't quite accurate on that occasion.
Here's the kick. They were looking for a penalty. McCoy was taken out late. That was okay. It touched his foot anyway. You don't have to worry about the offside. Touched best his foot. That's a nice goal.
Stay behind, guys. Stay behind. Pardon? I don't know, mate. I've got about 4.
Rather with a short restart. Desperation times again. Taken very well. Matt Adamson is one of the taller players on the pitch. 6'5". He's really poaching. Diskin. It's McDonald. Looking for a break. Surging through. Forward pass to Danny Maguire. But I tell you what, that was marginal. And the South Stand certainly think it was marginal.
That was right in front of us. Over the shoulder. That wasn't forward.
Well, the ball went backwards, didn't it? From the hand, it went backwards.
That wasn't forward.
There's the line. Here's Prescott.
Down here on the Leeds bench, got one of the Leeds coaching staff, Steve Walsh. Steve, are you comfortable now, do you think?
Yeah, it looks like we've got it in the bag now, doesn't it?
Hull came back strongly, didn't they, second half?
Yeah, we lost his composure a little bit there, and we let Hull get on the front foot a little bit, you know, but I think we give it away. We didn't. It's not as though they was way into the game. We just lost a little bit of composure.
1 foot in the semi-finals, thanks a lot.
Well, that'll be great.
Leeds through, Bradford through. Wigan and St Helens later on today, both playing lower league opposition. Oh, here's Ferner! Big gap! Prescott totally flat-footed, and David Ferner will enjoy that one. Beams of delight when there were beads of worry. Leeds are comfortably in control now. David Ferner and his new club will be experiencing something that he's experienced before in a few weeks' time, a Challenge Cup semi-final.
Lovely ball. Towie Coyle misreads the situation. Hall opens up. Good finish. This guy's been a wonderful buy for Leeds. Wigan didn't want to leave him go. Salary cap was a problem. There you look, Towie Coyle again. He's got to make a decision in the centre. Makes the wrong one. Steve Prescott left for dead. Didn't he enjoy that?
Steve Prescott must have been thinking, what on earth am I supposed to do when second row forwards are sidestepping me? 16 points on the day for David Ferner. 18 if he kicks this from 33 metres, as you can see. Good strike. Straight between the uprights. 35 points to Leeds, 12 to Hull. It is one of those games where the scoreline has not told you the entire story. There were periods in the second half when you thought maybe Hull could get back into this game, get back into the cup tie, but look at that now. It is fairly emphatic. Leeds are on their way through.
The difference today has been when the opportunity has come their way, they've taken it like this. And Hull really have had opportunities and squandered them. Some unlucky. How crucial was that penalty try?
Gary Connolly anticipating the short kick-off.
John, hold with me, boys! Hold, go!
Duneman. Good on ball again to Francis Cummins. cuts back inside. You mentioned about David Furner being a good buy for Leeds this season, and they have been guilty, you would say, in the last few years of buying players who maybe have just been beyond their best and maybe haven't given their all at Headingley and have suffered through injuries. But the players they brought in this time, Furner and Connolly and Duneman, real very seasoned campaigners, but with a terrific attitude, and they've really strengthened this whole team, this Leeds team rather. Here's poaching, breaking down, not crisp enough with the handling.
No, we've got a knock on here.
Long way forward.
He just switched off now, Hull. Poaching goes. Maguire was on his inside, you can't see that. Good tackle. Goes dead anyway.
Sheb Walker was anxious to take it.
Dave Furner's my power gen man of the match. Diskin and Adamson have had big performances, but Furner, 2 tries, good work rate, good tackle rate, so man of the match.
All playing out time here.
Hold me. Hold.
Well, they have to try things like that, even if they are to go wrong. Here's Danny Maguire, dances around the outside of Richard Fletcher. And take a look at this, they've got the squares in the air again. Take a look at Danny Maguire, though, because you'll be seeing an awful lot of him in the next few years as a rugby league star. Off the bench today.
I weren't sure how Matt Diskin got it.
Great potential, this guy. Logan takes it in again, tries to flick it out of the back. Oh, does Diskin knock it on, or does the ball come off him? Lovely step. This kid is going to be a very, very good player. He wants to knock on off Diskin. I think the ball was played into him, isn't it?
Well, especially the way the ruling is this year, the player was looking at the man he was going to tackle. He wasn't looking at the ball, he was looking at the man he was going to tackle, so that fairly clearly is going to be a try.
Yeah, forfeit, man.
Daryl Powell isn't smiling. He doesn't often smile, but he'll be very, very happy with the way it's gone today. But look at Diskin's eyes. He's looking at the man he's going to tackle, not looking at the ball, and that's the key to that situation.
I don't think it's his hands anyway.
No.
He comes off his thigh. That's a try. It's always nice seeing young players coming through with huge potential, and this guy is one of them.
Sean McRae knows that he's got a lot of good young players in his side, but they haven't shown up today as he would have liked them to. The try is given. It just gives a further lopsided look to the scoreline. Leeds are enjoying themselves in the sunshine of Headingley today. Rattling up his points tally today, adding to the misery. (41 points to 12). It's not been a 41-12 game, though, has it?
No. They've made the most opportunities. Lovely flick ball, Sinfield. Good step. Celebration.
Giving up, trying the short kickoffs now as well, Hull. Here's poaching.
Nothing silly. Right, hit. Hold, boys. Hold, Tony. Go.
Furner. Well, he'll be forgiven that little mistake by his teammates and his coach. And Furner's going to be harsh on himself. If Wigan and St Helens do get through later on today, as we expect, against Swinton and Salford respectively, then it'll be the big four in the semi-final. Well, I was going to say again, it's the first time that's happened for an awful long time. Those fours actually reaching the semi-final in the same year. But it does set up a couple of mouth-watering semi-final clashes.
Yeah, it's already made on Tuesday in the Millennium Stadium, and it's going to be a very good final. The city can't wait for the league fans to come down. great stadium, the Millennium Stadium.
And your place for tea and biscuits afterwards, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, looking for some consolation here, no more. Tony Smith. Oh, nice dummy. Nice try. Lovely little try. Nice little cameo for him to finish the game with.
Yeah, too little, too late, unfortunately. See the disappointment on their faces. They just go to sleep at marker. Furner is a bit too slow, slows the dummy. Very good finish.
And Tony Smith has been around the game for an awful long time at Castleford and at Wigan and at Hull. He's got the nickname Casper. A lot of people think it's because he's Casper the Ghost, but in fact when he turned up at the Castleford training ground the first day as a kid, he was wearing the baggiest shorts you've ever seen, and he was only a stick of a player then. And everybody said he looked like Casper off Kes. You know the old film? The lead character there, Kes, when he turns up for that famous football scene wearing his baggy shorts. Hence the nickname. And Casper scored a try, and Prescott's kicked the goal. There he is.
Yeah, Dave Furner just goes to sleep at marker. Lovely dummy, they all buy it.
Good try.
Sean McRae will have learnt an awful lot about his side today.
Francis. Silly guys. Wayne, let's keep behind. Hold it. Yeah, go on, Kev.
Sinfield with a restart.
Let's hit him more.
Into the final 13 seconds. Last couple of tackles. Here's a game to remember for Liam Higgins. Remember him, the 19-year-old debut today. He'd have enjoyed happier circumstances, I'm sure, but he too will prize the memories once the pain of defeat has worn off. 7 tries in total for Leeds today. Only a couple by Hull in the second half from Steve Prescott. There were times when it looked as though the whole response was going to be earth-shaking, that they might have got themselves back in the game, but that crucial penalty try that didn't go their way might just have knocked the stuffing out of them, quite literally. And Leeds are through to their 11th semi-final in the last 12 years. Familiar territory again for them, but can they take the ultimate step this time and actually win the competition?
Well, I know that Dalpole and Mulrally will be very happy with their defensive performance and the scrambling and the way how clinical they were in the finishing. They're in form, they've hit form very early in the season, Leeds. You know, but as the big four looks to be going through the semi-final, be 2 great games, but whoever plays Leeds, it's going to be a very, very tough game for them.
Well, they have said that Leeds' performances this year have been workmanlike. Today it was more artistry than artisan for the side in blue and amber, who acclaim the South Stand, who in turn acclaim their heroes. Thoroughly enjoyed a day in the sunshine at Headingley. Job well done. Bigger tasks lay ahead. These are head-down moments for the Hull players who know that they have not given their very best today. Not a lack of effort, sometimes things just aren't going to happen.
Darryl Powell, the Leeds coach, must be pleased with that, in the end, fairly comfortable victory.
Yeah, I thought first half we were outstanding. Second half went away from us a little bit and we didn't play how we wanted to. We knew Hull had come back, they're a quality team, but pleased that we stuck out in the end and we scored some good quality tries at the back end of the second half.
You had the bounce of the ball a little bit, I think you'll agree?
Well, yeah, sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. We'll be pleased with the ones we've got today. But I thought defensively we were outstanding, particularly in the second half when Hull had all that pressure on our line.
A man of the match performance from Dave Furner, but it's a good blend of youth and experience you've got in there now.
Yeah, I think so. I think we've got some great experienced players in there, but the young players that are coming through are pushing them all the way. Ryan Bailey, Rob Burrow, Danny Maguire, to name but a few. You know, we've got plenty of real good quality young players coming through.
Thanks a lot, Darryl. Dave Furner's here, the Power Gen man of the match. Dave, pleased with that result?
Yeah, we had a very good first half, which I thought set the game up for the win. In the end, you know, we were a bit scrappy there in the second half, but we hung in there, and our defence was, you know, quite good.
Well done, Dave. Thanks.
Cheers.